Alright everyone, welcome to the SmadAV version 10 or 2015 removal test. So as we saw in the previous video with the prevention test, SMAD did not do so well when it came to detecting malware that's already in the system. It definitely did a decent job at detecting malware through the internet browser. Now it wasn't perfect, I wouldn't say it did excellent, but it didn't do half bad. It blocked a significant number of links. It pretty much did better than I thought it was, bottom line. So now we're going to see if maybe SMAD will be more effective at removing malware on an infected system or a system that's already been infected. Now, I don't think it's going to perform that well in here. That's my prediction, just judging by what I've seen in the prevention test when we did the 0-day portion after the malware was able to run. It just did not do anything whatsoever in the attempt to remove it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and run the setup file. So we're going to go ahead and double click it, and obviously it's not digitally signed, so that's why we're getting that warning here. We're going to go ahead and run it, and we're going to see if it can install on an infected system. Okay, so we're going to go the same procedure we did before: accept the license agreement, create a desktop icon, and install. So far so good. Definitely looks like it is installing. Looks like it's launching itself here. Alright, so it looks like it was able to launch itself. We're going to go ahead and fully launch the interface. Okay, so it says your computer is being infected by a virus. SMAD will automatically scan your system. Alright, so that's good to know that it already detected that there is malware on this system. So that's really nice to see. We're going to go ahead and let it run its scan. Okay, unfortunately your system is infected. There are 4 files. Let's take a look at what it's found. So we'll click on results here. So it found that worm. That's good. Wow, that's actually pretty good to see that it found that. What else did it find? Temporal run, suspected virus. That is a piece of malware. That is malware, and that is definitely malware. So it already, right off the bat, has found 4 pieces of malware. That's good to see. That's really nice to see. It already detected that my system is infected and went ahead and did that. So we're going to go ahead and select all here. Yeah, quarantine all, delete all. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to quarantine all. Alright, so those have all been quarantined. What about these registry keys here? We're going to end up, the only option here is to repair, so we're going to go ahead and repair all. Those buttons also down here, and those have already been repaired. So that's good to see. Alright, now what are we going to do? Well, let's go ahead and run a full system scan with SMAD to see if it is able to find any of that malware. So, but before we do that, let's check for updates and ensure we have the latest database, which we do. And now keep in mind, guys, this has been a week since my last test has been conducted, as you can see down here. And our database is still from May 2nd. That is atrocious. They definitely need to get out more databases in order to properly protect the system. Definitions from May 2nd are not going to be effective at all in different variations of malware, such as what we've been testing here. But keep in mind, that is what you will encounter in the real world. You're not going to typically encounter malware that is any older than about a month or so. I mean, I shouldn't say that. You can, but a lot of the newer malware you will be more vulnerable to due to the fact that their websites that they use to infect your system will still be online. If that makes any sense. I know I'm kind of rambling now, but anyways. So we've checked that. What do we got over here? Now we cannot resize this because that, remember, isn't a pro feature apparently. That's a professional feature. You gotta be a professional to resize a window. And these amateurs can't do that crap. So let's take a look here and see if we can process manager. Okay, so I'm going to see if we can delete some of these processes here. Let's see if we can get rid of this one right here. So let's go ahead and kill this. So we're going to try and kill some of this malware here. I'm just going to do one first, and then we'll maybe come back and do a few more. But as of right now, okay, are you sure you want to kill that? Yes, I am. And it looks like it actually did kill it. So that's nice to see. Alright. So system editor, WinForce. Now, can we get to task manager? Will it let me get there? I know right now my system is really slow because what's happening is that ransomware that's on here is going around and re-encrypting all the files. So we'll see if SMAD can actually prevent the ransomware from doing its dirty work. Alright, come on. Okay, so we got a lot of this adware popping up here. Okay, so it looks like we can get the task manager still. Maybe down the road, after we do some removal of the malware on the system, it will then be rebroken again, because I do know at one point on this system it was broken, but for some reason it's working now. So alright, well, let's close that out, or attempt to, maybe. Yeah, guys, like I said, my hard drive is going crazy right now, so just try to bear with me. Alright, well, with that said, we're going to do, and I might use this, I might turn that on a little later to see if for any reason we can get that to protect the system here. So it is really slow right now though, guys. Alright, well, I'm not going to make you wait any longer here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start a full system scan. Once a full system scan is completed, I will go ahead and show you guys the results of these scans. So let's go ahead and do that. Current scanning report to be cleared. Okay, do you want to scan? Yes. So we're going to go ahead, run a full system scan. Like I said, once this is complete, I'll be back with the results and we'll take a look at what it found, if anything. But hopefully it has found quite a bit, because keep in mind there's only 500 pieces of malware. I think there's 500. I can't remember exactly, but anyways, a lot of malware. We'll just go with that, right? So, all right, I will be right back. All right, everyone, so the scan has finished, and it states that unfortunately your system is infected. SmadAV found 31 viruses or files, and then it also found 1 infected registry. So it's actually more than we detected on the 0-day test, so that's pretty interesting. All right, let's see what we got here. So we have script virus, user virus, script virus, user virus, encrypted. Okay, so it looks like it just, I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, that's all part of one. So that's one piece of malware. Found that as malware. Let's see, what else did it find? Let's kind of look over here. So it really, you know, realistically, it didn't find too much. I know it looks like it found quite a bit compared to what we saw in the results earlier, but once again, it really has not done much to the system. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and click. What are we going to do here? Let's go ahead and once again. You know, this time, since I did clean last time, well, you know what? Let's do it. Recommended action is clean all. We got to do it by default because that's according to the criteria I have in place. So we're going to do it by default, which is clean all. So we're going to click clean all. Okay. Now I'm assuming these right here have not been cleaned at all. Let's try and quarantine these then. Okay, I think that little symbol there is signifying that it has not. Let's delete all. No, it doesn't seem to be working there. So maybe it'll be deleted on reboot. Maybe that's what it's trying to tell me. Anyways, let's take a look at here what we got. We got 1 infected registry key. We're going to repair that. Awesome, that's been repaired. Everything else has been taken care of. We are 100% cleaned. All right, so that's good to see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to reboot the system, and then we're going to go ahead and do a scan with our regular program. We're going to take a look and see what Hitman Pro is able to find on this system, and go from there, and then see how well it did. Realistically, looking at it right now, I can't say it did that well, but you know what? We got to give it a fair try and let it run its course and see if it maybe can redeem itself. So once the scan with Hitman Pro is finished, I will be back with the final verdict on SmadAV. Okay, so the computer has rebooted and it is now time for the How Screwed We Are report. Well, I don't think that Hitman Pro actually needs to finish scanning for you to tell that the system has not been cleaned up very much at all. SmadAV did a very poor job in my mind at actually cleaning up the system, considering that there's all this stuff still on here. And as you can see here, if we go through, I'm trying to load up the interface right now for SmadAV, but as we go through all the malware found in the system, you can see there is a lot of it. A lot of adware and a lot of stuff still in the cloud to get scanned. So, what does that mean for SmadAV? Oh, look at that. It wants me to select a language here. I don't know why that came up now. That's interesting how that didn't come up earlier. Anyways, I would avoid it. I have to say that it did very poor on all aspects of the test here. It did poor when it comes to the prevention abilities, more so when it comes to preventing malware already in on the system, in a sense of, let's say you download it in a zip file. It's very, very bad at detecting things like that. However, when it comes to things being downloaded directly through the internet, such as you're downloading an executable and then attempting to run it, it really actually does seem to do a decent job at preventing that stuff from running. Granted, a few things did get through, but it did a lot better in that area, I did notice. When it comes to 0-day though, and stuff on the system, there's nothing there, no protection whatsoever. Even though it did block a couple things, it did not block enough to even consider it a line of protection. Quite honestly, you'd be better off using Windows Defender than using this. So by using this, you're actually putting your system at more risk than by not using anything at all, if you look at it that way. The interface, like I stated earlier, it is good, but you know, it really could use a little bit more in the way of some peppiness. It does look very pieced together, as in just kind of thrown there and not really thought through. When it comes to organizing the interface, it's good. I mean, places, it's easy to find things, stuff like that. But as for design, in a sense of graphics, it does need a little bit of help. And quite honestly, that can take a back seat and actually make the program work, is really what needs to happen here. So unfortunately, it would go on the list of programs to avoid. Do not use SmadAV antivirus until they can actually get their act together and start actually detecting things in the system. And like I stated earlier, it really comes down to the signatures. And as you can see, May 2nd is the last signature update that we had. And there are no new signatures out there. I've checked multiple times and it's stating that I'm using the newest version of the virus database. So that is not good to see at all. Now they do have a manual file you can download, but the average user is not going to go in and re-download their virus signature database every single day. So, and that's really what I'm trying to test my programs as, is an average user. So looking at that though, that this is still a complete failure. And also because the system right here that has all this infected malware on it, this was built back in April. So, and as you can see, these signatures are from May. So a lot of this malware, if the signatures were good, should have been detected, if you look at it that way too. So there's multiple aspects and multiple dynamic tests that have been done on this program, and it unfortunately has failed completely. So that's going to be it. Done rambling now. I feel like I've gone in circles a couple times, probably have, but nevertheless, I'm ending it here. Avoid SmadAV. Sorry, didn't do good with fans out there, but that's the truth. So that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe, share the videos. Appreciate it. You guys are the best. See you in the next video. Oh, and I should mention before I end this, I will be getting to answer your comments. Please don't worry about that. I'm very busy though, as I say at every video. So I just want to remind you guys, I haven't forgot. I keep thinking in the back of my mind, I gotta answer the comments, but I'll get to that. But I figure it's more important that I get videos out and continue to push content out, as you guys seem to really appreciate it. So, and I appreciate the fact that you watch my content and you enjoy it too. So that's it. I'm done babbling now. I'll let you go ahead and upload this. I'll let you watch it and let me know what you think. So talk to you later.